Hello and welcome to Privars Fiskeflyr. Today we're going to tie a little shrimp, scud if you might say it. It's made of a very special material. It's made of transport tape. As you can see, the fly is getting a little translucent, but not quite very much. But you have the right effect, I think. This fly is very easy to tie. You don't need too much skills to tie this fly. But it's a solid fly, it's an easy fly to tie. So see how I tie this fly. Follow on. Well, the materials on this fly is one grub hook in size 10. And I use some transport tape like this from 3M. I tear this up. You can tear it up in very small and thin like this. I use this for building up the body of this fly, and I use some brown ostrich herl, 3 strands of this. I got a large hank here. Well, here we have it. And I'm gonna use some mono thread for this. I cover it all up. And all the tying is done with some Gorilla Glue in clear. And I put this on the drying wheel and let it stay on the drying wheel until it's dry, and you can go out and fish it. It's very strong glue, very strong. That's all I had to say about this materials. So tie up a few, go out and fish it. Okay, so follow on with the tying. Okay, let's start tying this fly. I put a little grub hook in this vise and I touch my thread, snip off the waist, go down, to the hook bend. I'm gonna have some legs for this little shrimp, so I take my legs. This is gonna be some ostrich herl. Touch it. Oh, you have to make sure that this stays on properly. So now it stays there. I'm gonna take it, put this material aside like this, cover it all up with thread, and now I take my transport tape. It's gonna be the main material on this fly. You see how this is how it looks. And I'm gonna tear out a thin piece of this. It's gonna stick to everything, but touch one side like this, and you can just leave your thread there, because this is adhesive. It stays on without any thread. Go down to the hook band. You're gonna make build some body with this. It's very easy because this has some flexibility on this. This body is not gonna be so very translucent, but it's gonna be nice either way. Don't crowd the hook eye, so stop there and go backwards. Stretch this tape, go down, there's a lot of insects, a lot of gammarus or shrimp in the water. That's not so very translucent. Now I'm sure I have one nice body, as you might see now. You can snip this off. See, there you have it. And I take my tying thread and go down over this shape. Because I use mono thread, this is an invisible. Make some half hitch down at the bottom there in the hook eye and let it stay there. I'm gonna use this as a rib and like this. Take and tie it in. Now the fiddly part comes, because it's easier if I just use this, put it upside down. Try to pick this ostrich shell out afterwards, because now it's almost impossible to do it at the same time. Now you can see the advantage I have by not crowding the hook eye, because now I have place for my whip finish, and I can cut this a little shorter, but not quite off yet, because I want to have a little rescue plank. Take a whip finish tool that's more nice to use this point like this, and attach it a little, stretch it a little. Now I'm gonna use your dubbing needle, and first of all you have to find out where you put it, and you can now pick out the legs on this little shrimp or scud or anything. If you're not the most tolerant person, you can take your Velcro brush and just brush it a little. It will help you a lot getting these fibers out of there. See, now it's getting there. It's nice legs on this little shrimp. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. And make sure not to cut your thread. So that's very annoying, I can tell you, because I've done that a lot of times. And snip this off. Make sure that the knot is not gonna go out. Put the thread aside, and now you're gonna cover it all up with some UV resin if you have, but I use my Gorilla Glue, my trusted Gorilla Glue. And you don't have to do that, but it sure makes the fly go more solid. So a little bit of glue on the top and off to the drying wheel, because this is a kind of epoxy and it will run on this fly. Well, as you see, you might see now there is some type of transparency on this, but not as quite as totally see-through, but it sure helps to have some glue on top of this transport tape, because it makes it all look so much nicer. To avoid the glue running down into your legs before you put it on the dry wheel, you can make it stay there, but less is more. Don't take a large blob of glue on this fly. It will almost ruin it. Now I try to put my fingers down and just pick this up. Use my skills and just place it into the dryer. There it goes. That was all I had, folks. So thank you all, and tight lines, and please subscribe to my channel. It will make me very happy, and I'll try to comment, answer all comments that are coming my way. Okay, bye.